savings sitting in a bank account doing absolutely nothing, and you think to yourself, man, I really need to put this money to work. Well, you are definitely not alone. Getting into the stock market is literally one of the most powerful ways to build wealth over time. But for a lot of us, the actual mechanics of buying that very first share, it can feel like a massive roadblock. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely bulldoze that roadblock. We're breaking down the straightforward, step-by-step process of buying your very first stock using the Webull app. And we're going to turn what seems like this big, complex financial transaction into something as easy as ordering a pizza on your phone. I get it. Taking that first leap into the stock market can feel incredibly intimidating, right? You open up a brokerage app and you're instantly hit with these flashing red and green numbers, scrolling tickers, and charts that look like they require a math degree to understand. It's enough to make anyone just close the app and walk away. But today, we're cutting through all that noise. We're going to demystify the exact steps you need to take right on your phone. By the time we're done here, you won't just be ready to buy a stock. You'll understand exactly what you're doing and, more importantly, why you're doing it. Okay, here's our game plan for today. First, getting started on Webull. Second, finding your target stock. Third, choosing your order type. And finally, executing your trade. Let's kick things off with part 1, getting started on Webull. All right, so when you first open the Webull app, look down at the very bottom of your screen. You'll see a few options down there. That absolute center button, that's your home base. It links directly to your portfolio, which shows you all the positions you currently hold. Now, if you're brand new, yeah, this is going to be empty, but trust me, not for long. To actually get this stock purchasing journey rolling, you simply tap on the Markets button. This takes you out of your personal portfolio and drops you into the broader financial world where all the actual trading happens. Moving right along to step 2, finding your target stock. Navigating to your specific company is actually super intuitive. Up at the very top right of your screen, you're going to see a little magnifying glass icon. Tap that to search for your company. You can type in the full name or, if you know it, their ticker symbol. For instance, based on our source material, we can use the ticker KEY, which brings up KeyCorp or KeyBank right at the top of the search results. Just tap on the company and you're instantly taken to that stock's detail page with the current price and charts. From there, your next move is to just click that trade button, securely located in the bottom left corner of your screen. Actually, hold on real quick. Before you rush to hit buy, this is a crucial tip straight from our source that you absolutely do not want to miss. If you haven't fully funded your account yet, listen closely. If you use the creator's referral link, which you can find down in the comments or description of the source material, to deposit just $100 or more, you'll actually receive 2 free stocks to kickstart your portfolio. Seriously, it's an amazing way to instantly build value in your brand new account before you've even executed your first personal trade. $100 gets you 2 free shares of a random stock. It's essentially free equity just for showing up and getting started. Okay, back to the trade. Let's look at part 3, choosing your order type. Now, Webull actually gives you a bunch of highly sophisticated ways to buy a stock. But look, as a beginner, you don't need to get bogged down in all those complex trading strategies. We're going to focus purely on the 2 absolute most important and fundamental order types, the limit order and the market order. Understanding the difference between these 2, that's what separates a total novice from a strategic investor. You basically have to choose between a limit order, where you dictate the exact specific price you want to pay, or a market order, where you prioritize speed and just buy the shares right now at whatever the current market price happens to be. Let's break down the market order first. If you select a market order, you're essentially telling the app, look, I don't care exactly down to the penny what the price is, I just know for sure that I want to own these shares immediately. So, say you pull up KeyCorp and it's currently trading at a market price of $15.81. A market order is going to instantly push your transaction through, buying your shares at that exact going rate of $15.81. It's fast, it's efficient, and it guarantees you get the stock right then and there. But if you want to play it a bit more strategically and really control your entry point, you're going to use a limit order. With a limit order, it's kind of like you're haggling with the market. If the stock is at $15.81, but you feel like that's just a little bit too high, you can use the minus icon on your screen to bump your requested price down. You can basically say, hey, I want these shares, but only if the price drops to exactly $15.70. The app will hold your order and wait. Your purchase is only going to trigger if and when the stock dips to that specific $15.70 price tag. And here's the coolest part about limit orders. It brilliantly illustrates your complete control over the trade. Because you aren't just controlling the price, you're controlling the timeline. Within the app, you get to decide how long your limit order stays active. If the stock never drops to your $15.70 price today, do you want the order to just cancel itself?
You can choose to have it stay open just until the end of the normal trading day. Or, if you're really determined to get that price, you can push it to remain open into extended trading hours until it finally fills. You set the rules, and the app executes them for you in the background while you go about your day. And finally, part 4, executing your trade. So once your order type and your price are securely locked in, the final steps are incredibly straightforward. You just scroll down and punch in the quantity of shares you actually want to own. Using the example from our source, we'll go ahead and select 2 shares. You'll see a quick little summary of your total cost, then confidently tap that buy button at the bottom of your screen. Webull is likely going to pop up one final confirmation screen just to double check that you haven't made any typos. You hit confirm and boom, you get your notification that the trade is complete. Congratulations, you are officially a shareholder.
All right, let's do a super quick recap of this incredibly frictionless process. You start at your portfolio, hit that Markets tab, search your desired ticker symbol, strategically choose between a limit or market order based on your goals, input your share quantity, and hit buy. It truly is that simple. And please, seriously, do not forget the best part for beginners. Grab those 2 free stocks. By making sure your initial deposit is at least $100 and using that referral link in the source's description, you're instantly adding free value to your brand new investing journey. You know, you've completely bypassed the learning curve today. Now that you know exactly how to execute a trade step by step on Webull, that whole intimidation factor, it's gone. The interface makes sense, you know exactly how to search, and you know how to command the exact price you want to pay. The only question left to answer is honestly the most exciting one. Which company are you going to add to your brand new portfolio first? Is it going to be a tech giant, a retail favorite, or a banking institution like our example today? The tools are in your hands and the choice is entirely yours. Happy investing, and thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.